Hey everyone, welcome to STA Kids. I'm Rose Marin and I love making zines, which is what I'm going to show you how to do today. So basically, zines, if you haven't already discovered them, are a pretty simple do-it-yourself publishing system to a place to put your stories, your artwork, your poems, your pictures, drawings, just about anything you like. They're basically just a little booklet, which is super cool to photocopy, to reproduce and publish. So all you need is an A3 piece of paper, or you can also use an A4 piece of paper. It doesn't matter. You'll just get, I suppose, a slightly larger zine with the larger piece of paper. So I'm going to use the A3. You need a pair of scissors. Literally, that's it to make your zine. Then all the other little bits and pieces are around making your artwork that goes inside your zine. So I've got some old pictures, old postcards, I've got some coloured pencils and textures, and then also I've got this little collection of old stamps which I just love, and today I'm going to make like a stamp zine with patterns. So if you can find any stamps around the place, they're fabulous art materials. Now look, what I try and do always is create works of art that have a really small footprint on our earth. So all of this stuff has come from op shops or from secondhand markets and things like that. So it really is quite amazing how much you probably already have to make your zine, or that you can get secondhand, or from someone who's just got it hanging around the house and will just give it to you. So let's get cracking. So basically, I'm going to turn this into an 8-page booklet showing you a very simple fold. The first part of your fold is to grab your long edges. So you have your long edge and your short edge. And we're going to fold the long edges together so that we fold our paper in half. Now there's a little trick. Once you've lined up your corners, just secure them down with your fingers and then walk your hands into the middle and then down the middle with your thumbs and squish them out. Give it a nice good squish. The nicer your folds are, the better. Alright, then I'm going to unfold that. And see, paper's quite amazing. It has a memory, so it's always going to remember where that fold happened to it. Doesn't matter what you do. Lay it flat, the memory of that fold will always be there, and we're going to come back and use that later. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half again, short side to short side. Remember the trick. Hold it down with your fingers, walk your hands in, and then give it a good squish. So basically, we've folded our piece of paper into quarters. Now, that is what we call a mountain fold. This is the spine of your paper, the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the open edges and we're going to fold them up to the spine. And squish. Turn your piece of paper over. And you just do exactly the same thing on the other side. So we've taken our mountain and we've given it 2 valleys at the side, like that. Also a bit like a W. All right, now here's the fun bit. To turn it into an 8-page booklet, you basically squish your mountain together and then you're going to cut from the top middle of your mountain right down to the valley floor below. So you'll be able to see that original fold that we did, the first fold. And so get your scissors. If you need an adult to do the cutting for you, that's totally fine. Just grab the nearest one. And you just cut down to the valley floor. Look, I'm like superhuman now. I'm going to be able to grab my mountain and I'm going to break it open and create an X shape. All I then do is wrap it around. There we go. You can see now I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of a little booklet that I can do just about anything I want with. And then what's so cool about zines is that then when you come to actually wanting to publish it, really just photocopying it, all you have to do is open it out again, and it's a one-page photocopy. Now, some people photocopy in color, but it is a little bit more expensive. But you can copy in just black and white, and then you can add color by hand, making every one of your zines unique, I suppose. All right, let's have a bit of a look at what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to have a bit of a look at some National Geographics. Oh, that's a nice pic. I don't mind a beautiful bit of landscaping. Now you can cut them rough, you can cut your pictures, or you could, perfectly to fit your page, or you could even rip them. The people who really kind of, I suppose, popularised zines and kept them going for a long time was the punk movement. So I might, in homage to them, I might do a bit of a punk zine where I rip my edges. Glue sticks, they're fabulous. Or you could just use PVA and a brush. Now, because I'm doing a little bit of a kind of like just a punk zine where I'm just going to do collage and random shapes and lots of colour and stuff, it doesn't really matter the order of my pages. But say you wanted to do something a bit more like a comic or a story, you are going to need to know what order your pages are in. And I'll show you a really cool trick to do that. So we're just going to get a pencil. All you need to do is fold it in half, create the triangle, and squish it again. I'm going to put a little C for cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back. And then when I open it out again, I'll know exactly what order my pages are happening in, so that I know that's my cover, that's my back, and these are my internal pages. Let's get to work filling this. So a zine is basically an empty blank set of pages that you can put anything you want into. I've never seen two zines that are the same unless it's a copy from an original. So basically this is where you get to put in your artwork, your stories, and make it uniquely yours. So don't be limited by anything except your own imagination. Pencils, textures, stamps, collage, you can glue things in, you can type things on a typewriter and glue those in, you can cut out things from old books, magazines, just the sky's the limit. So look, rather hastily put together, but here's my little stamp design zine. I'm going to fold it back up again, and there it is, a beautiful zine. Now what you can do as well, I wanted to show you some of the zines that we've made over the years, all different workshops, and then I often bind them together into these lovely little booklets. And this booklet was actually made for me by a dear friend who did some zine making workshops with me years ago, Jessie McIntosh. So here we are. This one by Jessica is on animals. Now these are the photocopies, so you can see that even though it was collage, now it's just print. And look, honestly, they go on and on and on. So once you've actually started collecting different kinds of zines, you can start making little folders for them and binding them all together. Anyway, check out all the links, because honestly, once you start making zines, you can start thinking about going to zine fairs. You can start thinking about, selling them to your family and friends for what it costs you to photocopy them, or you might even just absorb that cost and hand them out for nothing. But look, honestly, zines, they're so fabulous. I love them. I've been making them for years. So good luck and happy zine making.